Good day everyone. Today, we're going to make my second activity in Engineering 403 or Computer-Aided Design. In this video, we will apply my additional knowledge and understanding on how to use different basic commands of 2D Autocad. Okay, let's start. This is the sixth figure we're gonna do. The current measurements of this is in centimeters. First is this. It looks like a head of a bird. Type circle and input 2 units as its radius. Then, from radius, type line and input 6 units downward. After that, input 4 units to the right. Then, make sure that your OSNAP is on to appear this green triangle that will serve as your midpoint. Again, input 6 units upward. Then from the endpoint of line, we will create this tangent line to the circle. While from the midpoint of this line, we will input 4 units to the left. And from its endpoint, we will connect it to the center of the circle. And finally, make this tangent line measuring 4.58 units. Now, we've done in the first figure. Let's do this next figure. First, type POL or polygon. Then input 6 as its total sides and click right here. Choose Inscribe in Circle, Calibrate, or press Tab and input 3.5. Then click this hexagon, then type Rotate. Click here, then from 0 degrees to 270 degrees to the left. To create these 3 circles, we will use guidelines. Type L to form a line. Then click here up to this point, then make another line from midpoint to this point. The same with other sides. Then, form a circle from midpoint up to this point. The same with other sides. Finally, just remove the guidelines to make this figure perfect. And that's all. Then, move right here. Next is this beautiful geometric figure. First, create a line measuring 8 units vertically and horizontally. Then, type POL to create a polygon. Input its number of sides, which is 8. Enter. Then click here in the center of intersection lines. Inscribe in circle. Then, calibrate up to the endpoint of this line. Then, create another lines to fulfill the whole polygon. Then, to have the precise position of every lines, we will create guidelines right here up to here. Then from its midpoint up to here. Then from this point, connect it up to this midpoint. Again, we'll create another guideline from here to here. Then, type trim to remove those excess lines. Also, remove these guidelines. Then, select these 2 lines, then type MI to have mirror on its opposite side. Click here, up to here. Choose No to maintain the original lines. After that, click those 4 lines and type AR to have an array. Choose Polar and click the center point of the polygon. Then replace the items to 8. There we have it. Let's start to this part 1. First, type C to create the inner circle measuring 3.5 as its radius. Make a horizontal line intersecting the center of the circle. Type L to have those lines measuring 5.25 from the center with an angle of 45 degrees. Then, extend it as 5.25 again, diagonally. To have the next diagonal line, type line measuring 5.25 again with an angle of 135 degrees. After that, create the smaller circles with Command C. The endpoint of these lines will serve as the center of the smaller circles. Then, remove all the guidelines we've made earlier. Click the biggest circle and type O to offset it outside. Click the center up to the circumference, then type 0.5. The same steps with smaller circles, but make sure that you've offset it inside those smaller circles. To finish the figure, just type trim to remove the excess lines that are not included in the figure. And that's it. Move it. Let's proceed to the fifth figure. First, type REC to make quadrilateral, measuring 7 by 7. Then, we make diagonal lines from upper left corner of the square down to lower right corner, and from upper right corner down to lower left corner. Then, offset it left and right and vice versa, measuring 0.7 units. After that, type trim to remove the unwanted lines in the figure, and keep going. That's all. Move it here. For the sixth and last figure, type C to create circle measuring 2.5 as its radius. Then, offset it inside 1 by 1, measuring 0.5. After that, type L to form a line from the outer circle downward. Type trim to remove the left side of the circle. Also, remove the guideline. After that, make line measuring 2.5 from the endpoint of half circle to the left and offset it upward by 0.5 units. Then, create another line from the upper offset up to the lower offset. To finally finish it, just select the whole figure and type array. Select polar and click this endpoint, then change the items from 6 to 4. Move it here, and that's it. We finally made the 6 figures completely. Again, I hope you learned something from this video. Kindly like, share, subscribe, and don't forget to hit the notification bell for more videos. God bless!